Lakeview Cemetery, where our clientele is just dying to get in, and our friendly staff will not dig a hole in your pocket. Just a great big hole for your dear departed loved one. We are located in Jamestown, New York, licensed and insured against grave robbers. Lucille's comedic genius and television persona are loved the world over. That's right, Sabrina, Lucy, we still love you.
J-E-L-L-O. J-E-L-L?
Excuse me, now is not the appropriate time for that.
Oh.
I see what you did there. It'll be a nice Patreon show. All the bloopers.
I don't know what you're talking about. That went smooth. Especially when Fred had to turn it on.
Well, now let's do our fishbowl facts.
Fishbowl facts.
These are facts we pull out of an actual fishbowl that gives us just a tad bit more trivia knowledge on Lucille Ball. All right, Lucy, you start us off.
All right. The same writers, Jess Oppenheimer, Madeline Pugh Davis, and Bob Carroll Jr. were used for both Lucille's radio show and television show.
As of January 2015, I Love Lucy remains the longest-running program to air continuously in the Los Angeles area, almost 60 years after production ended. You got the long one.
I think I picked the wrong one.
You chose poorly.
There's a lot of words. Okay, thank you. Ooh, I was scared.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it is. I just said it.
I know.
She nearly drowned during the famous grape stomping scene.
I'm Gail Gordon. On July 17th, 1951, 1 month before her 40th birthday, Ball gave birth to daughter Lucille Desiree Arnaz. A year and a half later, Ball gave birth to her second child, Desiderio Alberto Arnaz IV, known as Desi Arnaz Jr. I'm going to do good in a Sesame Street episode.
Near far.
Ruby's going to have a huge part.
Ball's necessary and planned cesarean section in real life was scheduled for the same date that her television character gave birth.
Ball was originally considered by Frank Sinatra for the role of Mrs. Iceland in the Cold War thriller The Manchurian Candidate. Director-producer John Frankenheimer, however, had worked with Angela Lansbury in a mother role in All Fall Down, and insisted on having her for the part.
I Love Lucy was the first show ever to feature an ensemble cast and is often regarded as one of the greatest and most influential sitcoms in history.
I Love Lucy was one of the first American programs seen on British television.
All right, I'm going to try my Desi.
The Datten Heart background for the opening.
The German?
Yeah.
What?
Desi was a German?
That's what you sounded like.
Schultz over there.
Wow.
I know nothing.
I know nothing.
All right, so when we do our Hitler episode, I know...
Yeah, it's
I
our
know who I
Hogan
am.
Heroes episode.
As long as the Hitler episode, we keep it
Datten
gay.
Heart background for the opening of I Love Lucy
We found an accent for Chris.
wasn't added until syndication. The original opening had stick figures of Lucy and Ricky that were drawn by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera.
I don't think any of us know what you said.
I do.
That's
Satin Heart background for the open.
Okay,
Thank you.
just play it back.
Ball was nominated for 13 Primetime Emmy Awards, winning 4 times. That's closer to your 2.
Yes. I knew I got my numbers from somewhere. In 1960, she received 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. 1 for her movies, 1 for television, because she killed me off too early in the show.
Why did you
Batman.
make Fred so sad?
Because I wanted to. Now, where's my money?
Is that the last one?
Yes.
All right, we're out of fishbowl facts. Let's hear what you have to say. We asked for comments on Facebook, and here's what you said. Eric, she grew up in a town very close to my hometown. A few years ago, they replaced her so-called ugly statue with a prettier one after years of controversy. I remember when I was a kid, busloads of Lucy's would show up and take over the town. I was always horrified. Ha ha! What's that stupid movie you like that has the busload of Lucy's?
Rat Race.
Rat Race.
Okay.
And then they meet up with the busload of Desi's.
Did they meet up with a busload of Desi's?
They did.
I think it was a deleted scene.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't think it made it to the final cut. But if you watch the extra features on the DVD, there was supposed to be a bus full of Desi's that they go with.
There was a bus full of JLs?
Yes. Oh, dear Lord. No, that was how they got it. Like, Cuba Gooding Jr. eventually ended up on the horse riding into Silver City, New Mexico.
I think he fell off the horse.
There was a scene on how the Lucys got to where they were going, and it was a bus full of Desi's.
Okay.
But it was deleted.
Didn't that movie flop?
It was a great movie.
Didn't it flop?
Probably every movie I have ever loved in my life has been a
Like
massive.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Better Off Dead?
Those aren't either movies that I
Better Off Dead's my movie.
It's a great movie. $2.
And foreshadowing, it has Howard Cosell impersonators driving a car,
Yes, it does.
which we'll be bringing up in a near future episode. Valerie says, Lucille Ball was a powerhouse. She taught me to value funny over beauty. That mattered a lot to a little girl. Me, who never felt pretty but always felt goofy. It made me realize I could turn goofy into funny, and that was a worthwhile thing. Valerie is also kicked out of Walt Disney World. What? She felt goofy.
It was still better than the
your quiz
quiz
name.
I
titles.
worked hard on those. Chris W. Green says, I have loads of respect for her. She was a pioneer, a trailblazer, and a legend. But I never thought she was funny. I'm certain it's a generational thing. Do you now hate Chris W. Green, Sabrina?
I think
Yes.
so. I saw her face. Chris, you better go in the witness
I saw a
protection.
vein.
Yeah, like she is not happy with you.
Well, I think Chris might be on the minority since she's had like such a huge television career and considered one of the queens of comedy.
So
And inspired,
my question for Chris, though, would also be, like, does he find, like, Three Stooges funny?
I don't know.
Or, like, the Marx Brothers? Because that's very similar to slapstick.
Right now, all I have is a piece of paper that says Chris W. Green. We'll have to get his comment for a future Lucille Ball follow-up show.
I'm coming for you, Chris.
So, Chris, if you
W.
could please
Green.
explain on Facebook, could you
I can't
send us a
explain.
message and let us know?
Can't explain.
And let us know your answers to Sabrina's questions. We would greatly appreciate it.
Donna says, we worked at the Brown Derby then. We're so excited to be meeting her for the grand opening of the Disney Studio Park, then MGM. But she died before it opened. Total bummer.
Not by much, because if she died April 26th, 1989, the studios opened May 1st, 1989.
Yep.
What are you, a Disney historian?
I am actually.
Then tell me, what day did Valerie get kicked out for feeling up goofy?
The date.
That would have been July 3rd, 1993.
All right, very good.
You're very welcome.
Katie says, I love Lucy. Her self-depreciating charm and timing was genius for the time. She was a pioneer. She was also a very intelligent and quite serious woman underneath. As a kid, people commented on how I reminded them of Lucy. I get it now. My mom was the raving beauty in our house. Lucy gave me something that would last long after my looks were gone.
Which was?
He's just reading what they wrote.
It's a period. I don't know. That's the end of the sentence.
Man, such a cliffhanger.
You guys are fun.
You guys are.
She got
Comedy.
her comedy and from
Looks
watching
fade,
others.
but comedy's forever.
Oh, okay.
Lou says, I am too chicken to call and leave a voicemail. But a few months ago, I was binge watching Lucy YouTube videos and came across one with her and Vivian Vance on the Dinah Shore Show. Vivian told a cute story about how the King of Siam dropped in on them one Saturday as they were dyeing their hair. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. All right, let's go watch it.
Yeah, I think I actually played that for you.
Yes, we've seen that video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's her, and so they're sitting there on, like, her couch, like, they've got their hair in, like, curlers and being dyed and, like, stuff between their toes. They're the paint of their toes and everything like that. And the King of Siam drops in. They come in, and they don't recognize her. They come in through the house. They look around, and Lucy, like, turns to Viv and's like, don't say anything. Let's see if they even notice. And they come back through, and they're like, is Miss Ball here? And they're like, nope. And they're like, okay, we'll tell her who dropped in. Will do. And then they all walk out and leave because they didn't recognize her in the thing. And they don't want to be talked to. But yeah. And they were like, funny. Who was that? And they were like, the King of Siam. They went, oh, okay.
There's really a King of Siam?
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's not just
you just
Brenner.
read about it.
I just thought
it was Yul Brenner?
Mm-hmm.
So shall it be written. So shall it be done.
Okay, Ramses.
Moses. Who is this Moses?
All right, we got a couple phone calls.
I can't wait for our Yul Brenner episode.
That's the next show, Yul Brenner.
Yes.
This first call is from Joe.
Hello, this is Bruder. I like to watch old I Love Lucy on YouTube. Sometimes I listen to old episodes of Gravity Beard. I know you guys have a YouTube channel too. I unsubscribed from it.
I'm just happy he was once subscribed to our...
I didn't even know we had a YouTube channel. Whoops.
Well, now you know.
I liked the slow burn into I listened to old episodes of Gravity Beard.
I mixed up the phone calls. That was Bruder. I didn't know if you...
Oh.
Yeah, I messed up.
Bruder's my favorite.
We do have a YouTube channel.
We do?
Yeah. Spreaker uploads to YouTube automatically. We don't really push it because not a lot of people listen to podcasts on YouTube. But you can listen to our show on YouTube.
Bruder doesn't.
He did.
He did. Then he unsubscribed.
Unsubscribed.
He just wanted to
now
give
we're
us
back
hope.
down to zero.
Yes. That's not true. Chris W. Green's like a number one on there, probably.
All right, so that puts Lucy in the can. Speaking of cans.
Yeah, that's where I'm going right now.
No, we got to revisit your beer cooler.
All right, but we're making this quick.
J.L. Cola, never run away, never gonna away. J.L. Cola, never run away, never run away. J.L. Cola, boom.
Perfect. All right, remind us what this is again.
It is Shiners.
Faster.
Ruby Redbird. It is
All right, Shatner.
95 calories from
I'd rather you do it as Yul Brenner.
Shiner, Texas. Oh, so shall it be drank. So shall it be opened. So shall it be drank.
All right, Sabrina, you're first. What do you think? Oh, rating. How do we do the rating?
It's a 1 to 6.
Well, it's really stupid.
Laura, would you like to explain the rating?
Sure, it's 1 to 6. How many you can drink out of a 6-pack?
Good job.
1 being the best?
No, because if you like a beer, you would drink more than 1.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Duh.
Duh.
Samesies.
All right, Sabrina, what do you think?
I really liked it. I'm a fan of grapefruit beers anyways. For me, it's a 6. I could easily drink 6 out of it. I'm not a huge ginger fan normally. There is,
But you are a ginger.
I know, but I don't. It's like cannibalism. So I normally am not a huge fan of ginger items, but this one does have some grapefruit and ginger, and I'm okay with it. I like it.